Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I was looking around some different tournaments and recent results, and there was a deck that kept popping up, different variations of it, but I figured we should talk about it, because if you're going to be playing in a tournament or even playing on the ladder, this is one you're probably going to run into. Now, the interesting thing about this deck is it looks like Esper Midrange, just adopting some new cards, and we'll start with one that's shown up in a whole lot of decks, and that's Subterranean Schooner. And I have to say, I've already played this in a couple of decks on the channel, and this card is more than proven itself, and doesn't surprise me, you're probably going to be seeing this quite a lot over the next few weeks. Another new card, though, that this deck had adopted that kind of surprised me was Deep Cavern Bat. It's not the type of card you would really be thinking off the top of your head, however, if you want to stop a certain removal card, or some type of sweeper, or even just their biggest threat when you don't have the proper removal, like, this can actually check a lot of boxes for you, and even gain you some extra life along the way. And of course, it's using Get Lost. This card's going to keep showing up in a lot of lists because it's kind of a catch-all removal, right? It gets creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers. That covers a lot of the problems you would figure you would run into, so these new cards actually make a lot of sense in this list. Now, as for the old guard, everything kind of still leans on Rafine, Scheming Seer, mostly because just that connive of getting all those extra cards comes in handy, especially when you have something like the Bat you've played on a previous turn, and now that starts gaining extra life. That can let things get out of hand pretty quick, and even save you against some matchups like Mono Red. But if you are looking for other answers for Mono Red, well, there's stuff like Dinnick. Still gaining life, still get you another creature on the backside, and sometimes even just turning off access to people's graveyards with all the Reanimator stuff is still pretty good. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can always sign up for memberships here and get extra content, or you can go shop with our friends over at CoolStuffInc.com. They have all types of stuff to take care of your Magic needs or any other nerd stuff, but they'll also save you 5% if you use code DRAGON at checkout. So hit them up over at CoolStuffInc.com because they always have cool stuff in stock. Okay, other cards you expect to see in this list are going to be things like Shieldred, the Apocalypse, because, well, of course, especially with Rafine. We're going to be playing some Lord Skitter, which is actually pretty cool. Not something you think about a lot to show up here, but getting those extra bodies does matter when you're playing stuff like Virtue of Loyalty, because you just get to keep pumping up your team to get bigger and bigger. And that also goes well with Wedding Announcement, which shows up in a lot of these mid-rangey lists, no surprise. That's kind of going to make up the bulk of this deck. Now, there will be some other odds and ends and some removal. And like I said, depending on what version of this deck you see, it's going to have some different card choices in it. But I kind of aggregated what we could for what we're going to play today. But if you want the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video, and we'll talk about different variations at that time. And if you want to download this list, you can just go to the description, look for the blue arrows. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can get today's deck and a pile of other stuff that you can play in Standard. Now, though, let's go see if this tournament deck that was crushing best of 3 is any good in best of 1. Okay, let's keep it. This hand feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. This feels solid. I think, I was just trying to think if I wanted to play Schooner on 2 and then maybe play Wedding Announcement on 3, but let's see what the opponent does on their first turn or two here. Against White. I think I do want to do this. Mostly because if I left mana up to make a 2/2, there's a chance there's just like, well, I was literally about to say, like Thalia there, and then we don't get to do anything anyway, so it all kind of works. Go ahead and do this. And go get it. Nice. That's great, because now we get an untapped land to use with our Wedding Announcement if we choose not to kill Thalia, which is super sweet. Uh-oh, they're going to kill our Schooner? Nope, they're just attacking. Interesting. What does that mean? Is that like another Iganjo, maybe? That's curious. Alright, I'm going to test things out first. Alright, they didn't immediately... It's got to be like an Iganjo or something that kills an attacker or something, right? We keep finding lands. That's not what we want. That's the wrong answer. Wow, they didn't kill that, though. Damn. I really thought they were going to, truthfully. I guess we try to play Dinnick? I feel a little out of sorts at the moment. I don't know where things are going. Do I want to play that tapped? I'm going to play this tapped. Because I might want to cycle that at some point. I don't know. You're going to flash something in or something, right? Like, what are we doing? They didn't just time walk themselves for no reason. Oh, it's just to get lost. Okay. Sure, I suppose. Feels like a little bit of a weird turn, but okay. Vanguard, you got it. Well, now we can kind of kill you with no... Actually, I'd still have to pay an extra one, though, wouldn't I? Don't know if I want to spend all my mana. No, I kind of just want to kill this dude. And then attack with the Dinnick. I mean, they're not doing much else. For all I know, they're holding another Thalia anyway, so we don't have to be in a big hurry here. Now it's just deciding, you know what? I'm going to keep mana open so I can either play a creature or make disappear here. I don't know why, I get a little bit of a feeling they might be trapped under their own Thalia right now. I was going to say, if you're not blocking, you must be attacking here. And that's fine. Nope, they're doing either. Interesting, so they're not attacking, nor are they blocking. We'll counter that, though. I would like to keep attacking. That is a real thing. I'm going to attack with just this. And then we're going to play our Virtue of Loyalty. Yep. Might as well crack one of these and put it on this guy. Well, that didn't matter, did it? I mean, I guess I got a land out of the way. Ah, they have some red mana. Yep. He is effectively lost. Oh, they didn't even need their red mana, doesn't look like. Alright, we're gonna attack for 3. See what the opponent does. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna maximize my bodies here. And just play it safe. Oh yeah, that can stay. We're cooking now. Yeah, opponent says GG. That'll do it. Oh boy. Alright, I guess we keep this? I don't know what to do with this hand. Like, I mean, we have 2 get lost, so that's kind of cool. But I can't really, like, I mean, I guess I could get lost wedding announcement, but that seems kind of bad. Okay, that's more helpful at least. Oh man. Okay, I guess we gotta take this. Man, it's the only thing they can cast, and it would just kill the bat anyway if I took something else. What's that new card, though? Yeah, I was gonna say, if you attack, I'm not blocking. Like, you got all day there. Okay, that helps a lot. End the turn. So now we have double get lost and a make disappear. And we can start feeling at least a little bit better here. Makes sense. Calling Angel. We will stop the first most problematic Angel. Oh, wait. Crap. We can't do that because they use the Cavern of Souls. Yep, that's a thing. And so you might as well attack. We're still going to kill that, though. And then we'll go ahead and hit this. Make disappear is kind of garbage now, right? I mean, yeah. All right. The funny thing is, they can't really cast any spells. I didn't realize that before, because these are all... Well, now they have black mana, but like these were basically all colorless mana before they couldn't do anything with. Which is kind of amusing. All right, if we attack with both, I mean, yeah, we just kill this. I'm not going to mess around with it. Put some counters here. Ooh. Get rid of 1, 2. A little bit crazy, but sure. I'm into it. Alright, they're going to gain some extra life and get a blocker. Gonna crack a map. Oh, and they got to destroy evil. Well, I guess we're going to have to leave up that Urtai then, aren't we? Oh, they still can't cast the Destroy Evil, though, because all their lands just make color for stuff. Unless they have a white land in hand, which, I mean, I guess is possible. Sure. Ooh, that changes things. I almost don't even care that they can cast that now. Damn. Alright, I'm getting rid of the wedding announcement. This is crazy. I mean, they're on the ground too, I guess, but sure. That should be a sign to the opponent, though, that I'm just willing to give up make disappear. I mean, wedding announcements there. Tells you the cards in my hand are probably insane. Get Lost was a champion this game, though. Yep, you got it. Sounds good. They still can't cast that. Resolve. And then we'll counter that. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh, we got double bat. Okay. I'm not sure if double bat's good or bad. We're about to find out, though. I wonder how these bats play against mono red, because I'm thinking, like, you'd want to take a burn spell out of their hand, most likely. But then they could burn it just to get back a cheap burn. But then again, that's burn that didn't go at your face, so it's probably fine. I mean, I guess it depends, though. There's probably some world where you slow down them getting, like, the deal extra damage enchantment or whatever. Mechanized Warfare. Also, like, do we just play Schooner first and then bat into Schooner? Which is also reasonable. I guess I can't do that now because I played the other land first. I've already committed to the play here. But something to think about for future games. Alright, well, I guess we could Schooner, but now that it looks like blue-white, let's just go here. It's exactly blue-white. Alright. So the plan is, we're going to get their Jace. They're going to... Well, actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just take the Anointed Affliction first. Yeah, alright. And then we can get their Jace next turn, because they need a third land to play the Jace. Otherwise, they're just drawing cards, which is fine, I guess. Okay. Well, that helps, too. We're going to attack first. Then I guess we'll do this and take a Jace. Problem is, we know they have an Iganjo, so we now kind of can't attack with the bats, which sort of sucks. Or I can attack, well, I don't know. Attacking with either bat's bad, actually, from here. Alright. This is pretty terrible. I gotta do something. Just gotta try. I mean, like, what else are we gonna do? I think this deck's pretty weak to blue-white, though. It feels like they're playing the type of games we don't want to play. In a lot of cases, if that makes sense. Like, our strategy with our removal and whatever just doesn't line up well against them. Alright. What do we plan on doing here? We can Schooner... They still only have one white line. They'd have to play the Iganjo. Alright, I guess we're going to Schooner here. Because my plan is, if they decide to exile everything with Sunfall or whatever, then we go ahead and just play Virtue, make our 2/2, pack with the Schooner, play the Loyalty, and then just see where that gets us. And then we'll still have a get lost for the Jace when they try to play it. Yeah, obviously that's a thing. We're not going to bother even crewing here. Like, force them to do their own dirty work. Like, we know what's coming. Oh, it's a temporary lockdown. That's not what was coming. Interesting. This is kind of... Huh. Not what I thought was going to go down here. So the opponent gets those cards. We get to Virtue. I could try to get lost, but I want to wait to see if they have a counter first. Because they'll probably counter this. Exactly. Now we could get rid of that. Get all of our stuff back. Alright. So we're taking the same cards, apparently. And we'll take Jace. And I can't really do anything else. I could crew the Schooner, but whatever. Wouldn't be able to attack with it. Now they're probably going to decide, like, do they use an Otawara? Oh, actually, interesting. I thought they might... Well, they could still do that anyway. Otawara, one of our creatures, get the Anointed Affliction back, kill the other bat. Gonna get a little silly for a minute. Okay. Let's crew with... this one? And just see how the opponent feels about it. If they have a Wandering Emperor, we give them that back. What happens? Do we care? No, we just go for it. Like, if you got it, you got it. Okay, we knew something like that was possible, so we're not sweating that too much. Ooh, do I want... I guess I want another Schooner. I guess that's fine. I mean, they're playing with their hand face up here, so they're only at 7. They have to have top decked something here. And even if they do, we could just play another creature, crew a Schooner, and then try to keep up the damage. I guess this isn't traditional blue-white, though. This was more of like a toxic deck. I kind of like this start, so let's keep. Oh, alright. Hey, that actually helps. We like that. Yeah, green-white, I mean, it might really be more of just... We'll just pass. It could be more of just mono-white that splashes some green here, too. Adeline. Yeah, I guess I just have to kill Adeline here, which kind of sucks, because even playing a Virtue only lets me block a 1/1, and then if I were to attack, I wouldn't get anything out of it. Whoa, they're going full on. Wow. Really? This is one of those times where... And they left it on top, which means I think they can cast it soon. That's disturbing. This is one of those times where... Ignorance is bliss sort of a thing, but they ended up revealing a very key thing to us that I would not have predicted they had in their deck. Well, that's how they're going to do it. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, opponent's got this one. Like, even if I get the removal card, I have to save it for Joda, so there's no way. Yeah. Pretty sure we're toast. And I'm not going to have a chance to get this in untapped. I guess I should have done that last turn. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to do much here. Trying to think of what formula we have to potentially win, and I do not think there's a way. I mean, maybe there's a world where I want to Schooner and make blockers if they don't have the mana for Joda, but they probably do. But I'm probably not in a world of double loyalty. All right. All right, cool. GG's. We're dead. Double skitter. All right, we'll keep this. I'm a little curious. I feel like this deck, I think it plays 3 Lord Skitter, and I don't know if we need that many. Truthfully. Like, while the card is solid, I think there's some matchups it just doesn't do a ton. But you never know. Alright. I think I want to go ahead and do this. I could play Lord Skitter there, but they obviously didn't do anything, so they're just leaving mana open for removal. This way we at least get some bodies that we could sit on for a minute. If they just want to cut down that, fine. Like, more than acceptable losses. Alright, let's see what you got, opponent. Would you like to kill my Lord Skitter? Alright. I mean, we kind of assumed that was a thing anyway. Question is, do I want 1 card or 2? Or, I mean, a card or a creature. And I think I want another creature here. Alright. Next turn, I'll probably just attack with everything. That'll be more than plenty. I could live with that. Oh, no, 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 friend. We are not going to let that happen. That is bad for us. You are late to the party, but you'll have to do. Remove that. That can stay. Alright. Now if they have a sweeper, gets rid of everything, and then we can just sit on this stuff for a minute. Yep. Kind of expected such things. Oh, that's nice. Definitely don't hate that. Gonna keep attacking. Yeah, keep that on top for sure. Path of Peril. Alright, I guess. I'm like, how much do I care about that? Not too much, I suppose. Not that, though. I think I'm just going to do this. Save this Shieldred to see what else is in their hand. Plus, Dinnik is a flyer. Excellent. And that gets rid of something. So, yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and play it, though. Because we already have Urtai. Urtai could get rid of a blocker, too. Yep, that'll do it. We'll keep this. Oh no, is this going to be a mirror match? I hope not. Okay, they have red mana, so it's definitely not. I'm going to go here first. Okay, good call. They don't have Make Disappears. Probably have removal then. Oh, they call Dragon. What? Okay. Well, dragons are on the menu, apparently. And they have a roaming throne. What is even happening right now? Opponent has a roaming throne and what? I'm genuinely trying to figure out what we're even worried about. I have no clue what's going on right now. I mean, I guess I could deep cavern bat to see what's going on. I mean, I could kill this, but I probably want to save this. Oh. What dragons have ETB abilities that we're even... Gosh, I don't even know right now, y'all. I'm tempted to even just play Rafine and attack with the Schooner and give it a +1. And then just try to go off with Virtues, maybe? I can't bring myself to do it. I don't know what's happening right now. I gotta see. Oh, you're just trying to copy the truth. This is the beginning of your upkeep, though. Okay, that's fine. But they don't even have the land for these. Sure. Okay. Well, that was a big false alarm. Like, wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Still scary, though, if they get a land or want to start removing our stuff, but at least serviceable for the time being. Alright, so we know they could get those back whenever they're ready. That's a real thing. These don't kill anything, so that's mostly fine. I think we're just going to play the loyalty here and pass. Well, I'll crew and then pass, because at least with what's in their hand, they can't kill our Schooner. Alright, end the turn. No attacks. Feel free to kill our bat. I mean, I could have attacked, but... I mean, it's just going to lead to the bat dying either way, I think. Yeah. No different. Sure. Alright, so the good news is now we can attack more freely next turn. They missed a land, it looks like. Okay. Now, if we play Rafine, Rafine could still die to a Go for the Throat. So that is a real issue here. Question, though, becomes... do we just get rid of the Roaming Throne? Attack with everything. Because Roaming Throne, we have to spend 4 mana. I don't think we do. I think we still just go one more time with just Schooner. I mean, maybe we do. Hell, I've got 2 Get Lost now. Whatever, let's do it. If we lose a token, we lose a token. If they want to kill 2 things, so be it. I mean, they could also just counter this. I was going to say, if they just drew the right thing. Alright, they didn't. So this potentially is a pretty strong attack here. Hey, guess which one I'm getting rid of? Oh, it has to be non-token. Haha. Still fine, though. I think we're still okay with this. All things considered. Bone Horde. That's also nice, but kill this other one. Play this. Attack. Alright, cool. Good thing, because we just drew lands. Boy, what do we do here? I mean, I guess we've got to keep this, right? Because we have 2 removal cards. We could play the bats. Like, that's something. Alright. I mean, this is kind of leading us nowhere, but I'll at least bats to get to see their hand. You can kill the bats all day. Nissa, that dude, that dude. Okay, that's fair. Looks like we won't be doing much because we're going to have to kill Sentinel and we're going to have to kill Shieldred. Then we can start trying to play Magic, if you will. Alright. Pass. Kill this. I mean, play land Shieldred. I was going to say, like, we know what's going down here. No. Smart. Smart. Alright. They're not committing because they don't have to. And that's totally fair. Okay, if we play this, we could still kill something and make disappear. Don't hate that. Alright. And we see their whole hand here. Oh, they had a deep cavern bat. Alright. I mean, good news is we have a lot of different answers. So, whichever one they take, we just use the other one. Kill the Sentinel, I guess. Oh, they took Rafine. Alright. Not what I thought they were going to do, but sure. I mean, I guess they don't really have a removal, and seeing the rest of our hand, it kind of makes sense, I suppose. Ah, that's cute. Nice answer. Now can we find an actual threat, deck? That's the next issue of concern. Yeah, you get that. Also, the pause there doesn't let them know we have a cut down. They just kind of know these things exist. Alright, so then they could do that next turn. I guess we counter this. We kill that. Alright. I mean, yeah, we kind of have to. Alright. We get to play all these anyway here, so I guess it's fine. Empty our hand. So it's us versus... Oh, that's not great. I was going to say us versus Nissa, but Nissa can make bigger bodies than we can really contend with here. Yep, you got it. Yep. That's something, I guess. Let's attack first. Because we might find something else. I doubt it, but maybe. We did not. We're going to get rid of that. This conflict is pointless. End the turn? See if maybe they spend some mana or trying to buff their 8/8s into a 9/9 or bigger. Okay. That's somewhat of a good sign. Because we can do both of these, right? Bounce that. Shoot that. I mean... That's something. Doesn't really do much of anything here, though. Oh, that's not bad, though. Alright, I think we have to do this. Just to give ourselves a chance. Like, they might just minus Nissa to get rid of it, but then if so, we could just kill Nissa anyway, and that's a fair trade for us. Okay, good deal. So now we just have to figure out how to deal with this 7/7, which is probably going to be like a 9/9 or whatever, but that's fine. Oh, no! So now we know they have an answer for Rafine coming. I mean, I guess we still have Plaza of Heroes, so we can try to dance around that for a minute. Oh, man. This doesn't do anything. Genuinely. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, GG's. Opponent's got it. Sure, let's try this. What are we up against? Oh, Duress, you got some options. Schooner makes a lot of sense. I was just about to say, could we get an untapped land and just have some options? Oh, well, it wouldn't really matter. They know all we can play is Get Lost, so they can do whatever they want. And a Pilfer. Jeez. Really? So unfriendly. Alright, well, we're going to end up with just a 1-1 to fight with, I guess. Interesting. Going 4 colors with a bunch of discard. I'm not really totally sure what to expect here. But I'm sure we'll find out. This is interesting. If I should just go for the Virtue of Loyalty first. I might do that, actually. And leave up Get Lost as a possible threat as well here. Depending on what they do. Gonna counter? No. Alright, try to attack. Try? Okay. I mean, if we can get an untapped land and then we could play Shieldred with backup, that'd be cool. Gonna kill a creature first? I'll get rid of this one. No surprise. So that's what they were sitting on. Shieldred's Edict. That makes sense. Virtue, they had another one. Fair. Well, it wasn't an untapped land, but we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. Hopefully they're at a good removal. Alright, here comes the first one. Oh, Cavern Bats. Alright, well, we're definitely attacking. Gonna play the Cavern Bats, see what that last card is. Okay, well, it's now ours, temporarily. And, we destroy this, so they don't get anything back. And then we'll sit on the Make Disappear. Alright, we got there. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll keep this. Play that tapped, play this one untapped. Probably just play the Schooner, and then see what's up. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll just hope for the best from here. Human, and they're playing their own. Wow, okay. This got real interesting all of a sudden. I guess we go ahead and do this. Alright, so now we'll have a cut down and a Get Lost. Sure. They crew their Schooner, we crew ours, we block with ours. Sure. They found a land, but that's fine. It's a blue land. I don't think that hurts us. Are we comboing or something? I think that's what we're doing. Okay. This starts to make at least a little bit more sense, seeing what's going on. Um. I'm just trying to decide what I want to kill, right? Like, do I cut down this, leave open, get lost for that? Like, or do I even just play Dennick? I mean, that's a real thing, too. Well, you ain't bad. Alright, I feel like I want to get rid of this. In the turn. I feel like this is some type of combo deck I just don't know about. I'll look it up while I'm editing. I mean, they know we have a Shieldred now on top of the library as well. Training Grounds. Abilities cost 2 less to activate. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we were expecting some type of combo-y things, so this isn't a surprise, really. So they can draw and discard. We want them to do it at least one more time, so that we can get lost without counters getting in the way. And at least have ours resolve. Come on, opponent. You know you want to grift one more time. We believe in you. You can do it. If they don't, I'm going to be wondering if they're keeping some type of counter for our Shieldred. And then if so, we probably just Dennick and nothing else. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. Hopefully they don't have it. Because I think the only other counter they can play makes us pay 1 for each fairy, and we have there. Maybe it's 2 plus 1 for each fairy. Oops. Ah, well. Alright, they're going to use them both right now while they can. Fair enough. Alright, we got mostly what we wanted out of that. They also look like they're getting all the things they want in their graveyard, so that's a thing. Alright. Well, now at least if we have a Shieldred down and they're trying to combo, they have to get rid of Shieldred first. Oh, they're still attacking here. They're like, I don't give a damn. They're like, F you. Well, or maybe they just needed more land. I mean, that's also possible. I don't know. Question is, am I taking a card here? I don't think so. I think I'm just attacking. Yeah, I mean, I am getting a card. I'm saying I'm just attacking here instead of leaving that up. Instead of getting a token. Alright. Opponent's going to go to 10. We get a card. Creatures are bigger. Potentially threatening lethal, but they also might just combo out here, so we'll see. I mean, I'm assuming they get a Soul Cauldron that lets them tap and untap, and then they can just do that to their heart's content if they have something that produces mana and a Training Ground, so this is cheaper and just keep getting free stuff. Right now, though, they're missing a part. 2 parts. I'm assuming there's counters or something else that need to go down here for them to be able to win. Alright, another Schooner, which is at least a sizable blocker here, so that keeps me from being able to attack freely. And Soul Cauldron, so there's one part of their combo. Now it's just, can they get the rest of it? Well, and they have a Training Ground. Well, there you go. So now I need another removal card and or a way to get rid of Training Ground. Those are none of those things. Yeah. Can we do anything here to get out of trouble? If we play Dennick through the Schooner, we would be able to attack. I assume Shieldred would get double blocked somewhere. And then 9 would get through, but we wouldn't kill them. That sucks. Man, we're going to be 1 point away. Oh, no, not true. Not true. Because the Schooner is also going to be +1. So they can't even... I think that's it, actually. Because if they split blocks... Well, that's not true. They could block the 2 3/3s and just take 5. Well, no, but then that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Shieldred would kill them. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Okay. Had to work that out a couple of different ways, but I think whichever way they block is lethal here. Because at best, you can block 2 things. But if Shieldred lives, they take 2. If they block Shieldred, block a 3/3, they take 8 and then take 2. No, they take 7 and then take 2. Oh, they're not dead. They're not dead. They could be at 1 and then go off. Though they would be minus 1 of their parts. Not really, though. They could just block Shieldred with a Schooner. So yeah, they just get to draw to their heart's content and just see if they can find their answer. Yeah, I think they're good here. I'm a point short, and I didn't find the removal for anything, so they can do whatever they need to do. Yeah, the plan here is block Shieldred and something. And they're still alive. Oh, no, because Shieldred wouldn't be dead. Never mind. Yeah, it doesn't matter then. For a second, I forgot about Shieldred's extra 2 damage. Yeah, I think wherever they block, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because they'll take... No, that's right. We had it right the first time. They'll take 7 and then take 2 is 9. Yeah, all right. The opponent's still alive. They can combo out here if they got it. Oh, no, but as soon as they draw, they'll take a second one, unless they have a way to bounce Shieldred. So they can't combo out, because their combo requires them to draw. That's kind of goofy. Weird exchange, but we'll take it. Yeah, they have to bounce Shieldred before doing anything else. Okay, there you go. That's all they needed. If they have all their stuff, they're good to go here. Alright, they're going to draw it. Alright, that's it. Interesting. Yeah, so it turns out the new cards were actually really strong in this list. And they all kind of make sense, right? Because as an early play, you have Schooner, so you can actually set up something like saw a couple of times where we played Wedding Announcement right after, and then we were good to go. Or you could play Dinnick and then grow Dinnick, so you have a bigger creature that's harder to kill, and it gains life. You can set that up, or even like a turn 2 bat into something else to clear the way for a counter or something, so you can get a Rafine down. Like, it all kind of makes sense together. It looks like a pile of decent cards, but together they do a lot of work. I would say there were times Lord Skitter felt like the worst card, but there's only 2 in the deck, so I guess it's fine. And different versions played like 1, 2, or 3 Lord Skitter. Some played 1, 0, 1, or 2 Urtai. But I would say generally overall, the core of the deck is mostly the same. We're talking about 4 Deep Cavern Vats, 4 Wedding Announcement, 3 Shieldred, 4 Rafine, 2 Dinnick. 2 Make Disappear, 2 Schooner, 2 Cut Down, 2 Go for the Throat. Some number of Get Lost. They were pretty much in every list. The only variable slots were the Lord Skitter and the Urtai, for the most part, from all the lists that I saw. But, and 4 Virtues were in every list. But yeah, if you want to play with this, we had 2 Cut Down, 2 Get Lost, 2 Make Disappear, 2 Schooner, 4 Bats, 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Dinnick, 4 Wedding Announcement, 2 Lord Skitter, 4 Rafine, 3 Shieldred, 1 Urtai, 4 Virtual Loyalty, an Aganjo, an Otawara, a Swamp, a Takenuma, 1 Attica Waste, 2 Deserted Beach, 1 Restless Anchorage, which is a little tough because there were times I would have liked to have had a second one of these, honestly. 2 Seachrome Coasts, 2 Caves of Koilos, 3 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Dark Slick Shores, 2 Underground River, 3 Rafine's Tower, 2 Plaza of Hero. The only way I think you could get away with another Restless Anchorage is if you were willing to cut a Rafine's Tower, and you could play 1 more of those, which I think could be good. But, well, I can tell you exactly why here in a second. The reason I would want another one of those Restless Anchorage is that I don't think the matchup against generic blue-white control is good, especially since their main method to kill you these days is to try to mill you, and we have a lot of cards that want to draw, you know, like, and that's a little bit tough, even when we're just using Explore or whatever. So our cards are working against us in that matchup. If you have another creature land, you increase the odds you could draw it and maybe just attack through with that after they're playing their sweepers. So I could see a world where you want to cut 1 Rafine's Tower for that, or maybe even cut 1 Plaza of Heroes, or possibly even 1 Plaza of Heroes, 1 Rafine's Tower, and play 2 more Restless Anchorage. I think that is a reasonable plan, but I wouldn't really do more than 1 Raffine's Tower for that, I think. And I did have a game against Control, but it was kind of long, and we'd already finished the other games, so I decided to just use the ones over there. So, just something I want to point out so you know what happened. But overall, the deck was actually really good. I mean, if you're going to be playing best of 3, I totally get why this would be a deck people wanted to play. And even in best of 1, it's actually fairly solid. So, yeah, give it a look if you have the cards for it. It's a lot of rares and mythics, don't get me wrong, but totally worth it if you got them. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Consecrated Sphinx. This is a card that's been reprinted several times now. I believe in Iconic Masters, Double Masters, a Secret Lair, like, and even then, the card still goes for 18 bucks. Like, it's that good. I mean, just you drawing when your opponents draw, great, right? And just loading up on cards, and it's a big body, so it's hard to deal with, and it flies. Like, this card totally deserves that price. But I will say, this is the cheapest they've been in a long time. So if you've been holding off on picking one up, now is probably the cheapest they're going to be for a while, unless we find out about some other reprint set that they're going to fit in next year. I mean, I guess it could be in like Modern Horizons 3, but that's not really the type of card that players of that format would want. So who knows? But that, if it doesn't show up there, that's going to be its only shot for the year, I think. I will say though, if you like this deck and you're looking for stuff that's at tournament level toughness, we actually played a dragon deck that was surprisingly really good and won like 80%. So check that one out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.